Canadians are still feeling the impact of high food prices, and today's inflation report is proving costs are continuing to climb. But today, a report from a federal watchdog says Canada needs more competition in the grocery sector to keep prices low. Joining me now is Sylvain Charlebois, Senior Director with Agri-Food Analytics at Dalhouse University. Good morning, Sylvain. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So it will probably come as no surprise to consumers that grocery prices have increased at a really fast rate, the fastest rate in more than 40 years. What do you make of the recommendations that we are hearing about in this grocery industry report? Is this the way to go to bring prices down?
Well, I think the report states the obvious. We need more competition. So that's the easy part. The hard part is how to make Canada a more attractive market to attract more competition. That's the key issue. And I think the report does a pretty good job acknowledging that all levels of government need to work on this issue: municipal, provincial, federal. We need to look at interprovincial barriers. We need to look at our fiscal policies. Companies like Lidl and Aldi out of the U.S. should have actually entered the Canadian market a long time ago. They're not doing it because it's not that interesting. We're 40 million people living in one of the largest countries in the world, so it's hard to remain competitive in a large market like Canada.
Well, if that's the case, then what else can be done to bring prices down? If the idea of not opening a grocery store is, pardon the pun, unappetizing, what are the alternatives then?
Well, actually, the report also looks at details really that can impact competition. For example, there is this practice in Canada where we see grocers buying land just to basically own land, and not allowing the competitor to build a new store right across the street, for example. It happens a lot in small towns, and I think that recognizes that perhaps if you look at small markets, you can actually suppress competition over time. The Bureau recognizes that if you actually look at towns, if you look at neighborhoods, and you look at details, you can actually increase competition and help consumers over time. That's exactly what's going on in the U.S. When there's a merger and acquisition in Canada, we don't look at how each and every market can be impacted by a transaction. So I think that the Bureau actually is recognizing that it needs to do a better job in the analysis of every single transaction happening in Canada.
Do you think that there is enough oversight in the industry, Sylvain? I know Loblaw specifically has taken a lot of heat. Where does that stand?
I think that the food industry is experiencing a consumer trust crisis in light of what happened last week. I know a lot of people are caught up with the $50 million fine paid by Canada Bread, but Canada Bread is linked to Maple Leaf Foods, and there is an email out there suggesting that perhaps the bread scandal is not just about bread. We actually believe that the food industry has a price fixing culture problem, and it needs to be addressed by the Bureau.
Sylvain Charlebois, he is the Senior Director of Agri-Food Analytics at Dalhousie University. Thank you so much.